Hi and welcome to Literary Hype. I am Stephanie, your Literary Hype Woman, and I'm so excited to join with Reads with Dr. B, aka Vanessa, for this holiday romance reading collaboration and all of the friends that are joining us as part of this, where we are reading as many holiday romances as we can and telling you all about them. I'm filming this kind of in the middle of my romance reading escapades. I've already finished 2 of the audiobooks, the Under the Mistletoe Amazon exclusives. So I finished 2 of those and I listened to them with my husband, which was entertaining for me. I had a really long drive with my husband, so I forced him to listen to 2 of the Amazon Under the Mistletoe books. I did let him pick the first one, and the only name he really knew was Tessa Bailey, so he picked Tessa Bailey's first. That one is called Merry Ever After, and it is a small town holiday romance novella where we have a single mom who works in a thrift store, and there's this giant man who cannot find jeans anywhere that fit him, and he comes in and says something nice to her and then hears the baby crying and assumes she's married, and he just hit on a married woman and he kind of runs away. And so she decides she must hand make him jeans without measurements. So she must be a very good seamstress to make this giant man a pair of jeans from scratch without measurements and get them perfect. Suspending belief a little bit that she would get this so perfect, but she decides to hand deliver them by walking to his house with her baby. And then, you know, sparks fly, as they do in Tessa books. Is it spicy? Yes. Did I really love it? I love Tessa. Y'all know I love Tessa. She has been on the show. I love Tessa. But this was not my favorite. This felt a little rushed. Not so much of the character depth or development. It was just kind of a sparks fly, wham bam, thank you ma'am, now we're married type of story, which aren't my favorite. I like a little more depth and plot and character development. So I gave it 2.5 stars. My husband enjoyed it a lot more than I did. He kept asking me what was wrong with it, and I was just like, there wasn't enough of the depth, and he was just like, but I think this is actually the first romance he's listened to. I've made him listen to like memoirs with me, but I don't think I've ever made him listen to a romance. So that might be why. This was his first taste of romance. The second one we listened to was Allie Hazelwood's addition to the collection, Cruel Winter with You. This is about 2 childhood friends. The guy is the younger brother of the girl's best friend, and he's apparently had a massive crush on her like his whole life, and so we kind of see bits and pieces of that through their life. Like they're stranded together with no power, and then we see all these little things that have led up to this moment where things get spicy, but it does take a while to get to the spicy bit. And that's something I did appreciate about this one, is that while Tessa's felt rushed and not a lot of character depth or getting to know each other, this one, like, Allie walks you through all of the big moments in their lives where it wasn't almost, or there was hints about what was going on, and I really enjoyed that. So it had a lot more depth. It did only have 1 spicy scene, so it's not as high heat as Tessa's, but we also get more character development, and so I feel like that's a better situation for what I enjoy reading. Husband did agree that he liked this one as well, so, and I think he did say he liked it better. I'll have to check. Maybe I'll shove a camera in his face and make him tell you what he thinks of these audiobooks. I still have some more books that I want to read. We are still in the final days of November, and so I want to get a couple more holiday romances read, so we might get through more of the audiobooks. We did the first 2 audiobooks on the drive to his mom's for Thanksgiving, so I'm hoping to get through the other 3 in the Under the Mistletoe collection on the way to my parents for Thanksgiving, because we have a longer drive. And then while I'm probably dodging my family reading some more of these books, so I do have Christmas Sweater Weather by Jacqueline Snow that I want to read. I don't have it right next to me because I think it is still packed in my bag from this weekend because I didn't get to it while we were out of town. But A Jingle Bell Mingle by Sierra Simone and Julie Murphy is one that I want to read in the physical format as well. I've got a couple others floating around that if I can get through those 2 are my main ones. If I can get through those 2 and the rest of the audiobook collection, then I'll try to dive into some more. So stay tuned.
Two guys maneuver my overstuffed green couch up the narrow staircase while trying very hard not to yell, "Pivot!" like Ross in Friends. When there was Theo, appearing out of the ether like the patron saint of 5-story walk-ups. He immediately stepped in to help, barely even breaking a sweat. He joked with the movers, relating his own experiences carrying furniture up these tight quarters, and that was when I found out he lived right above me. From that moment on, I've fantasized about showing up at his door for a cup of sugar. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Coming to you from a gas station right now because, you know, it's really hard to record thoughts on books when it is so loud from just car noises, and the dog is back there. There's the doggy. So I have now completed listening to all of the Under the Mistletoe collection audiobooks. Only Santa's in the Building was a delight. That one's by Alexis Daria. That is hot neighbor who's leaving little tokens of affection that she doesn't know are from him, and they go to a party that is themed of Only Santa's in the Building, so they're dressed up as different variations of Santa. So that was really fun, decently spicy, very entertaining. Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandra Bellafleur. That one is firefighter and klutzy gal starting a fire in her house and then, you know, dangling off of a drain pipe, and he has to come save her. So that was a fun dynamic. I really enjoyed the first half of that, and then it kind of lost steam as it went. But not losing steam because it's not steamy, it just didn't feel, I don't know, it was something that was missing. I don't know what it was. And then there was All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. It's like coworkers in a wiener-shaped mobile, and she thinks her best friend is with him, which makes no sense to me because how would you not know that your best friend is not with this man? How would you know? How would you not know? If you think that your best friend is with a man, how would you not know what the truth is? It's confusing. But yeah, that one, I don't really know what else to say about it. It just didn't connect with me as a listener, reader. So I just kind of got through it. Now I'm going to get saucy and I'm going to rank these audiobooks. Coming in at number 5 is All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. Didn't really care for it. Followed by, in 4th would be Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey, which hurts me to say. That one, it just wasn't my favorite. It was spicy, but that was about all it was to it. Number 3 will be Merriment and Mayhem. Number 2, I'm gonna go number 2 as Only Santa's in the Building, and number 1 being Cruel Winter with You by Allie Hazelwood. I like that she gave the depth to the characters. I appreciated that. And the past and like building up things a little bit more than the others that were kind of like wham bam thank you ma'am. Allie gave us a little bit more reason to root for this couple.
Festive.
Is that what you want to call it?
They were good. They were short, which is great because it's bite size, which is great for me. The first one was a little, I don't want to say strange, but it a little more far-fetched than the other ones maybe.
And that one was the Tessa Bailey.
Yeah. The last one was kind of cute. I don't remember who did that one.
The Only Santa's in the Building?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thoughts.
How would you rank the 3 that you listened to?
On a scale of what?
Either like by stars or just put them in order of preference.
I'd put the first one as a 3 and the other 2 as a 4. I apologize, I just don't have a lot of deep thoughts to say.
I'm continuing my holiday reads on this journey home from Thanksgiving. I am about 3/4 of the way through. I think I'm 70 to 80% through A Jingle Bell Mingle by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. This one is the 3rd book in the Christmas Notch trilogy. So we are finally getting Isaac's story. Isaac is getting his happily ever after, or so we assume, because it's a romance. And that's just what happens in romance. But he had a little one-night stand with Sunny and Jack back in a couple years ago, and now Sunny's back in his life. They are in a mansion that has been used for the Duke the Halls filming and he owns it now. So they're roommates, and he needs a new muse so he can write music, and she's trying to unravel a mystery of Christmas Notch to write a film for the Hope Channel, and it is very spicy. But I'm now in the car with my husband and a dog, so I'm gonna read some more of this while we adventure home. Follow Reads with Dr. B to see who else is participating in the holiday romance reading vlogs. There's a bunch of us. If you enjoyed this holiday collaboration, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the Literary Hype YouTube channel, and share this with a friend. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.